Good morning, all. Today we discuss the energy and momentum of electromagnetic wave. Last class we discussed the electromagnetic wave in free space, and then we have obtained the plane wave solution for electromagnetic wave. And now in this class we discuss the energy and momentum of electromagnetic wave. Energy, energy, and momentum of electromagnetic wave. Electromagnetic wave is associated with EM wave is associated with both electric and magnetic field vectors. EM wave is associated with both electric and magnetic field vectors. So the energy is carried by electric and magnetic fields. The energy density carried by the electric field, energy density or electric energy density carried by the electric field, UE. That electric energy density is given by half epsilon 0 E square. What is magnetic energy density? Magnetic energy density UB is equal to B square by 2 mu 0. Electric energy density is half epsilon 0 E square. Magnetic energy density is B square by 2 mu 0. Electromagnetic wave is associated with both electric and magnetic field vectors. So the energy is carried by electric and magnetic fields. So the total energy density of electromagnetic wave. Total energy density of electromagnetic wave can be written as U equal to U electric plus U magnetic. What is U electric? Half epsilon 0 E square plus U magnetic V square by 2 mu 0. So this equation represents the total energy density carried by the electromagnetic wave. I am taking this as equation number 1. Half epsilon 0 E square plus B square by 2 mu 0. We have obtained the relation connecting electric field intensity and magnetic field intensity. The amplitudes of electric and magnetic field intensities are related by the equation B0 equal to E0 by C. What is electric field expression for electric field intensity? E equal to E0 cos Kz minus omega t plus delta. What is magnetic field intensity? B is equal to B0 cos Kz minus omega t plus delta, or B equal to B0 is E0 by C. E0 by C cos Kz minus omega t plus delta. Electric and magnetic field in vectors are having same phase. Both are having Kz minus omega t plus delta. So the phase is same, but the amplitude of wave will be different, and they are vibrating in different directions. Electric field intensity vector E is equal to E that we have taken along x direction. Direction of propagation is along Z direction, and electric field intensity is along x direction. We have taken magnetic field along y direction. The direction of magnetic field is along y direction. So B equal to E0 by C cos kz minus omega t plus delta, or we can write B equal to E0 cos kz minus omega t plus delta EC. So B equal to E by C. Question 2. B equal to B0 equal to E0 by C. In a similar way, we can write B equal to E by C. This is equation number 3. So substituting this value of B here, then the magnetic energy density U B equal to B square by 2 mu 0 equal to, instead of B, 1 by 2 mu 0 into B is E by C. So this is E square by C square. What is C? C equal to 1 by root of mu 0 epsilon 0. So C square is mu 0 1 by root of 1 by mu 0 epsilon 0, or 1 by C square is mu 0 epsilon 0. So this equation becomes 1 by 2 mu 0 into mu 0 epsilon 0 instead of 1 by C square into E square. So this mu 0 will get cancelled. We will be having half epsilon 0 E square. That means the average electric density carried by the magnetic field will be same as average magnetic density. Magnetic energy density is same as electric energy density, which is equal to half epsilon 0 E square. So equation 1 becomes U equal to half epsilon 0 E square plus B square by 2 mu 0. We can write it as half epsilon 0 E square. The energy is equally carried by electric and magnetic field vectors. The field intensities are different. Electric field intensity and magnetic field intensity, the amplitudes are different. Even though the amplitudes are different, the energy is equally carried by electric and magnetic field vectors. So we can write this as U equal to epsilon 0 E square. So this is epsilon 0 E square, equation number 4. Now E is E0 cos kz minus omega t plus delta. So we can write U equal to epsilon 0 E0 square cos square kz minus omega t plus delta. This is equation number 5. Expression 4, energy density. So this is a function of cos square theta. So we can take the average energy over a complete cycle. The average energy density, we will write it as expectation U. The average energy density is equal to epsilon 0 E0 square is constant. Then the expectation average of cos square kz minus omega t plus delta. The average value of cos theta over a complete cycle is 0. Average value of sin theta over a complete cycle is 0. Average value of sin square theta over a complete cycle is 1 by 2. Average value of cos square theta over a complete cycle is 1 by 2. You can take the average, integral cos square theta d theta. You take the average over a complete cycle 0 to 2 pi. Then by average you can take integral 0 to 2 pi cos square theta d theta by 2 pi. Total angle is 2 pi. So when you calculate that, you will be having cos square theta average is 1 by 2. So we obtain the average energy density as cos square theta is average is 1 by 2. So half epsilon 0 E0 square. This is average energy density of electromagnetic wave. We have the expression for Poynting vector as the Poynting vector. We have the Poynting vector as vector S is equal to 1 by mu 0 into E cross B. Poynting vector is given by 1 by mu 0 into E cross B, which represents the energy carried per unit area per unit time along the direction of propagation. Pointing vector represents the energy carried per unit area per unit time along the direction of propagation. So it is a vector quantity. The direction of that vector is along the direction of propagation of wave. It is identical to the intensity of wave. What is intensity of wave? Intensity of wave is defined as the energy per unit area per unit time. When you give the unit vector for representing the direction of propagation, then the intensity becomes Poynting vector. So this is a vector quantity and the intensity is a scalar quantity which represents only the energy per unit area per unit time, which is a scalar, and Poynting vector is a vector which represents the energy per unit area per unit time propagated along the transported along the direction of propagation of wave. So intensity is equivalent to the Poynting vector. This is same as the magnitude of Poynting vector. So when you take the expectation value of Poynting vector, that will be equal to the intensity of wave. Now S is E cross 1 by mu 0 E cross B. What is E? Vector E is actually E into, it is taken as electric field is taken along the x direction. Electric polarization is along x direction. Propagation is along z direction. So the magnetic field should be along y direction. So this is By cap. So when you substitute E cross B, then EB, they are magnitudes. Then x cross y will be Z. So we get equation 7 as equation 7 becomes S is equal to vector S is equal to 1 by mu 0 into EB then Z cap. What is B? B equal to E by C. So this will be S equal to E square by C mu 0 into Z cap. E square by C mu 0 into Z cap. This is Poynting vector. Now what is E? E equal to E0 cos kz minus omega t plus delta. S is equal to this equation. I am rewriting this as C E square. I am multiplying and dividing by C. So denominator will be C square mu 0 Z cap. So 1 by C square we can write it as mu 0 epsilon 0, or 1 by C square mu 0 equal to epsilon 0. 1 by C square mu 0 I can write it as epsilon 0. So Poynting vector will be C epsilon 0 E square into Z cap. So Poynting vector C epsilon 0 E square Z cap. Equation number 9. Now S is equal to C epsilon 0. What is C? E0 E0 square cos square kz minus omega t plus delta into Z cap. So this is the expression for Poynting vector. This is equation number 10. Now take the average value of this one. Taking the average value of average value or expectation value of point vector pointing vector. Then when I take the expectation yes, this will be C epsilon 0 E0 square into expectation of cos square kz minus omega t plus delta. What is expectation of cos square theta? C epsilon 0 is E0 square into average value of cos square theta over a complete cycle is 1 by 2. So we are having expectation S is equal to half C epsilon 0 E0 square. Then here the unit vector is Z cap. So its direction is along Z cap direction. So C epsilon 0 E0 square, which is along Z direction. So its magnitude represents the intensity. I is same as the average value of S square. So the expectation expectation value of S. So the intensity of wave is half C epsilon 0 E0 square. So this is the expression for intensity of electromagnetic wave. Question number 11. Question number 11. Half epsilon 0 E0 square. Expectation U. Expectation U is, we have determined the expectation value of U. Expectation value of U is half epsilon 0 E0 square. So expectation U is half epsilon 0 E0 square. So I equal to C expectation U. Question number 12. I equal to C into expectation U. Expectation value of U is half epsilon 0 E square. So this is the expression for energy and the expression for intensity of wave and the relation connecting intensity and energy of a wave. Now we find the momentum. The electromagnetic wave carries not only momentum but also not only energy but also moment. It carries both energy and momentum. Electromagnetic wave carries both energy and momentum. We have already discussed the expression for energy. Now we discuss the expression for momentum. The momentum density of electromagnetic wave is given by the momentum density of electromagnetic wave. Momentum density is represented by the letter G. G is equal to Pointing vector S by C square. The momentum density is given by G equal to S by C square. This I am taking equation number 13. Actually, momentum is energy is momentum into velocity of light. So momentum is energy by C. Naturally, momentum density will be energy density by C. Momentum density G. G equal to magnitude of G. Energy density, it is scalar quantity. So this G will be magnitude of this one. G equal to U by C. G equal to U by C. Now intensity I equal to Cu. Intensity is same as pointing vector S. So S is equal to Cu, or U equal to S by C. Expectation S by C. U is I by C, or U is I by C, or we can write it as expectation S by C. So expectation U is expectation S by C. This is magnitude of G. That's why this is expectation G. Expectation G equal to expectation U by C. Expectation U is expectation S by C. So this will be expectation S by C into C square. If it is vector G, then it will be vector S by C square. So momentum density is vector S by C square, or we can write it as G is equal to momentum density G, we can write it as S by C is U. So we can write it as magnitude. We can write the magnitude as magnitude of G as U by C. Question number 14. U by C, S by C square, or we can write it as I by magnitude G as I by expectation G equal to expectation S by C square. Expectation S is I. So it is I by, we can write it as I by C square, or G equal to U by C, or U equal to C into G, and this is momentum density. Consider let this area be A, and the wave is propagating along this direction. This represents Z direction, and it is moving with a velocity C. So in a small time interval, in time delta t second, it will travel a distance of C delta t. So this distance will be C delta t. So the volume traveled by that wave, what is volume traveled during delta t time? Volume traveled by the wave will be A into C delta t. So this represents the volume traveled. We have the momentum density as momentum density in delta t time. The momentum change in momentum in delta t time. I am calculating the change in momentum. The change in momentum in delta t time. What is change in momentum in delta t time? Change in momentum, I am writing it as delta p. Delta p equal to small p. I am writing small p. Delta p equal to momentum density is G. So G into momentum density into volume. That will give the change in momentum. What is volume? AC delta t is volume. So delta p by delta t. Delta p by delta t is GAC. Delta p by delta t is force. Force by area will give pressure. So from that we can calculate the radiation pressure. Radiation pressure, capital P. I am giving capital P for radiation pressure, small p for momentum, and G for momentum density. So radiation pressure will be force by area. So it will be 1 by A into force is delta P by delta T. So dividing this equation by A, we will be having CG. So radiation pressure is CG. What is G? Magnitude of G will be I by C square. G equal to I by C square. So this equation, radiation pressure P equal to C into I by C square. So this will be P equal to I by C. So radiation pressure will be I by C. Equation number 15. So this is the radiation pressure exerted on a body when an electromagnetic wave incident on it is completely absorbed. Equation 15 represents the radiation pressure on a body when the electromagnetic wave is completely absorbed. That means, that is, the object is a perfect absorber. If the object is a perfect absorber, complete radiation will be absorbed. So the total change in momentum is given to the absorbing body. That's why its radiation pressure is I by C. Now consider a perfect reflector. For a perfect reflector, its change in momentum will be twice. If it is incident with a momentum P, then it will be reflected with a momentum P. So it is in opposite direction. So that will be minus P. Change in momentum will be minus P. So it is minus 2P. That much momentum is imparted to the body. So it will be 2P. So when the electromagnetic radiation is incident on a perfect reflector, the change in momentum will be twice as that of this one. So if the change in momentum is twice as that of this one, here a multiplying factor 2 will be there, here also 2 will be there, then the radiation pressure will be, instead of I by C, we will be having 2I by C. The change in momentum for a perfect reflector, the change in momentum is twice that of a perfect absorber. Hence, the radiation pressure P is equal to twice of I by C. So this will be 2I by C. This one is equation number 16. So this equation represents the radiation pressure when it is incident on a perfect reflector, and the I by C represents the radiation pressure when it is incident on a perfect absorber. Okay, thank you.